Okay, I just want to highlight this build right here. This build that I ran into during my corrupted dungeons was the single very best build I have ever seen in 10 years of playing Albion. This build was a nightmare. Okay, it starts with battle bracers with shockwave, devastating combo, and Falcon Smash. Now, let's just revel in the ridiculousness of this weapon. First, you have Shockwave. Shoot a Shockwave, 500 damage, and then dash to the enemy. Fine. Perfectly okay with that. But when you get to this W, execute a 2-punch combo. The first punch deals 100 damage and stuns for 1.1 second. That's a stun for 1.1 second. And then the second punch deals 600 damage and knocks the target back 3 minutes. It's a stun and then a knockup. Okay? Absolutely ridiculous for one ability. Absolutely crazy. On a 14-second cooldown, there's no beating this for a W. I would trade my W for that every single day of the week. Now we have your E, Falcon Smash. Float into the air and become immune to all crowd control effects for 2 seconds. Who cares? Recast the ability to dive towards the targeted position. Deals physical damage within a 6-meter radius based on the distance of the enemy from the targeted position. So if it's a long distance engage, you get 700 damage. If it's a short distance engage, you get 1,000 damage. So this is supposed to be used up close. Fine. Great. Wonderful. Every time you take damage, increase your damage by 15% and cooldown modifier by 15% for 3 seconds. So this build is not just CC Lockdown City, okay? This W is the most egregious crowd control I've ever seen. So that's the weapon. Now this Assassin's Hood, you would not believe how effective this Assassin Hood was because of the cape. The Brazilian cape gives you a 700 HP shield for 4 seconds when you use your helmet ability. Guess what? You use your helmet ability, you get a 700 HP shield, and you reset all of your cooldowns by 80%. That is broken. That is a broken combination. That means you get all of these abilities twice. That means you get this ability twice. You get this ability twice. Okay? So, just imagine this. You start a fight against this thing, this monstrosity, and it stuns you for a second, then it knocks you up. Then you take 1,000 damage. Then he goes invisible and you can't hit him. And then he pops his crowd control reset thing. Or no, he stays invisible until his cooldowns come back off cooldown, right? How long does this last? This lasts for 7 seconds. So he gets 50% of his cooldowns back after 7 seconds. Then you get crowd controlled again. Another stun, another knock-up, another 1,000 damage. And then he uses this ability, which is another invisibility for 2 seconds. And now he's got everything on cooldown, fine. Now you've taken 2,000 damage, you've been stunned twice, you've been knocked up twice, you've had to deal with invisibility for a total of 9 seconds, and then he pops this helmet, gets a 700 HP shield so you can't damage him while he's getting all his cooldowns back, and then he gets to do it all over again. Knock up, stun, invisible, rinse and repeat. Like, this cannot be defeated. You cannot lose with this build. It is impossible to lose with this build. I saved it as a loadout. I called it the single best 1v1. The single best 1v1 you will ever get in the entire game is this right here. There's no chance. It's not even close. There is nothing that beats this. Nothing. Like and subscribe.